Jackhammer may not be the most effective weapon in Ultrakill, but it's definitely the coolest. Let's talk about how you unlock the Jackhammer. You're going to have to go to level 7-2, and from the beginning with the parkour course, you're going to hit all of the yellow orbs in really quick succession. Then you'll get a secret passage that leads to a button. You're going to hit this button. Then there are going to be 2 more parkour courses later in the level, and if you hit all of those, then a door opens. Alright, after you've pressed all 3 buttons, a door will open in this building up ahead here, the church, museum, whatever you call it. And inside you're going to find this tunnel, right? And down here is this body of some guy, and he's got the Jackhammer. Alright, now that we have the Jackhammer, we can talk about what it actually does. The Jackhammer replaces the primary fire of the shotgun with this weird, like, pseudo-melee attack, like this. It deals some, like, knockback in, like, a area. It's really close range, it's more of, like, a melee thing. And you can sort of hold it here. This is me holding the button and then letting go. If you do just tap it, it does have to like charge up, so it's better to hold it so you can let go when you actually want to attack instead of waiting for the delay. Now, the main gimmick with the Jackhammer is the faster you move, the more damage it does. As you can see, if you're just standing still or walking, it's in the green. But certain things like falling, for example, puts you in the yellow, which deals more damage, and then the red deals the most damage of all, but it does make the weapon like overheat for I think it's 7 seconds. I'm going to put a chart up on the screen showing what kind of movement deals what amount of damage. Alright, let's get into the specifics of how the Jackhammer works. First thing I want to point out is it can actually one-shot the Maurice enemies. If you actually hit them with it doesn't even need the red, even with the yellow, they will die immediately. As you can see, that wasn't even the red, it was just the yellow. And that, it did parry. I think that was because the Jackhammer can do something called a meat shot, where if you shoot an enemy point blank, it sometimes like parries their attack. I thought it only worked with melee attacks, but I don't think the Maurice even has any, so I'm not sure really what it parried. It's kind of finicky. I'm not really sure how it exactly works. But yeah, you can one-shot Maurice, which is pretty insane. The other thing is it does have some interesting interactions with the different weapon variants, you know, like the blue, the green, and the red. With the blue, which normally that's the core eject, right? You can still launch the core, but it doesn't go very far. You can't like charge it up or anything. But if you hit it with the Jackhammer, it turns into like a hit scan explosion projectile, which is pretty strong. You can also use it to launch yourself like so, although of course you take damage. The red, which is the sawed-on, the chainsaw. You can still use the chainsaw, but you can fire the Jackhammer while you chainsaw. You can also actually hit the chainsaw as it's flying with the Jackhammer projectile, which is nice. Now, the green, which is the pump, you can still pump it, and if you pump it, the explosion just kind of increases in size and it's more like the red fist effect. If you over pump it, I think this is going to kill you because you do take damage. It's a lot of knockback and also a jet explosion, as you can sort of see there. Yeah, I think that's most of the interesting tech you can do with the Jackhammer. In conclusion, I think the Jackhammer is one of the more interesting weapons in the game. It does have a couple of downsides, namely that the 7 seconds of cooldown on the when you get the red shot can be a bit much, and of course it is only 1% target damage. But on the other hand, it's really good for keeping you out of danger when like half the time you're way so high up in the air the enemies can't reach you. And the most important thing is it's really fun to use, you know, like hitting enemies and like getting knocked into the stratosphere and everything. It really it just feels nice, even if maybe it isn't quite as good as some other weapons. I'm just going to leave you now with some more clips, and thank you for watching.